In Hazbin Hotel, the underworld is a bit different than what we see in other shows, or the common ideas seen in religion and mythology. And with a lot of the information about it being from various Q&As with the creators from around the net instead of from the actual episodes, I thought it would be a good idea to compile everything we know, what we can assume, and add in a healthy dose of theorizing about it. To start, the underworld itself is, like in most stories, a place where sinners are sent after dying on Earth. When people go to the underworld, they manifest not as humans, but as demons. The type of demon a person becomes seems to be based somewhat on their life or sins while on Earth, as angels' families known for their web of crime, hence their spider-likeness. Alistair, on the other hand, has deer features and somewhat resembles a Wendigo, which is often associated with cannibalism. In his human life, he was a serial killer, so this suggests that he might have eaten his victims as well, and it is even rumored that he still eats lesser demons while in the underworld. Heaven also exists in the Hazbin Hotel universe, and though we don't know too much about it, it does seem to have a similar process where humans who go there get a new form instead of resembling their human selves. Angel, for instance, has a sister named Molly, who supposedly didn't go to the underworld, but instead went up to heaven. Despite this, her design is still very similar to Angel's, so though she may not have the extra arms to make her a spider demon, it is safe to say that angels look rather demonic themselves, and not exactly pure. We've got a lot more to break down, but before we get into that, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Atlas VPN. Proxy services are all over the place these days, and for good reason, what with the constant threat from hackers, scammers, and even the sites you use every day trying to sell your information. Atlas protects your information, and you can see that they offer a lot more than the other services out there, with both a free version to check out as well as a reasonably priced premium subscription service, which includes its use on unlimited devices, 4K streaming, fast speed, and 24-hour support. It can also be used to unlock region-specific content. Just pick a server from the country you want to watch content in, and check out all the amazing shows and movies that you didn't have access to on Netflix before. For those who want their premium service, they currently have a Black Friday sale going on, but it ends soon. You can save 86% with a 6-year contract at only 70 cents a month. I'll put a link in the description and in a pinned comment. Head down and check it out, and now, back to the video. While the underworld is a place where humans who sin go after death, not everyone there was once a human. The show's main character, Charlie, is considered the Princess of the Underworld, a title that many of the other demons don't take very seriously, but she was born there. Many people have speculated that she was a rarity, considering her father seemed to be Lucifer himself, but it was later revealed that other elite demon families exist there as well, with their own family lines. In Hell of a Boss, Hazbin Hotel's sister show, we also find that there are other lower species of demons in the underworld who are naturally born there as well. The focus of the series is on the Imps, Millie, Blitz, and Moxie. Imps are the lowest of demons in the underworld and are often used for slave labor. They are so disliked that they exist in their own city called Imp City that is much lower quality than the other cities, which is pretty bad because, well, this is the underworld. They also have a demon dog working with them, Luna, whose species is also native to the underworld. So far, these two species, Imps and Hellhounds, are the only two we know about outside of the elite aristocratic demon families, but with Imps being the lowest of the low, it implies that many others should exist. It is not clear at what rate any of the natural-born demons reproduce. Charlie's the daughter of Lucifer, who seems to have no other children, but Lucifer would seemingly be one of the oldest demons there, meaning across all of existence and time, he only had one child who has not tried to reproduce herself at this point. In Imp City, on the other hand, we see an imp pushing a baby in a stroller, and Blitz talks about his own family history, such as having a father. Whether their family goes back beyond this or not is uncertain, but it's a bit problematic for the characters in the show. Hazbin Hotel is premised on the fact that the underworld has finite space and is way overpopulated, so angels come down from heaven each year, known as the Exterminators, to kill as many demons as they can to make room for all the sinners that will die in the coming year. With more births from natural-born demons, that means there is less room, and for really no reason, though only natural-born demons are able to reproduce, not the ones that came from Earth, so there is that at least. As mentioned, the exterminators go to the underworld each year to kill demons, something that is almost otherwise impossible. These angels have special weapons specifically to kill demons, whose existence is entirely wiped out at that point. Their energy can be absorbed by inanimate objects, which is why some objects in the underworld seem to be alive, but the demon itself and their memories are all gone. Without these weapons, demons cannot truly die, but it is currently uncertain what exactly happens to the ones that have seemingly fatal injuries. For instance, in the pilot, we see this demon crushed in a way that would presumably kill him, but his fate is unknown. These weapons from angels can be purchased on the black market, however, as some angels either accidentally leave them behind or are overpowered by demons who then steal them. It is possible that a powerful demon like Alistair got his hands on one early on, and that is how he is able to topple the higher level demons who held control over the underworld so fast, instead of his immense power just being something natural to him. That being said, if it is natural to him, it may indicate that a demon's power actually comes from the types of sins committed in life. Alistair was a serial killer, and while we don't know his final kill count, I would wager that the number of people killed while alive would factor into just how powerful you are in the afterlife, with other aspects of how that power presents being more related to the non-sinful parts of your life, as Alistair is a radio demon theme and was a radio host when alive. This is just speculation so far on my part, however. In the show, we have only seen 2 cities so far, the one under the pentagram, simply called Pentagram City, which acts as somewhat of a capital, and Imp City, which is a slum for natural-born imps. There are other cities out there, however, with one city specifically for Canadians, and for some reason, all Canadians seem to be cannibals in the underworld for whatever reason. It is uncertain what this would even entail, as again, demons can't be killed in the underworld, though perhaps they could be eaten in some way. Finally, a lot of people speculate about the actual intention of the underworld in this show. In many other stories about the underworld, it is shown as a place of torment, but here the citizens are allowed to live relatively freely. However, the creator has indicated that never-ending pressures of chaos of the underworld make it pretty torturous, and with nothing really being illegal, it seems it would be hard to live a really happy life. Finally, while most of the demons we see are relatively humanoid, it turns out that all demons have a full demonic mode that they can transform to at will, something that we get a little bit of a glimpse of when Charlie grows these horns during her musical number. Why they have this full demon form and what purpose it would serve is a bit of a mystery, but the creator of the show has said that this will come into play either, so I'm expecting some really cool giant monster fights to go on between various demons, but I'm mostly curious about what the actual intention between being able to transform between the two would serve in terms of the lore. That's all the information I was able to dig up from the wiki and various interviews, but if there's anything I missed, leave it in a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.